everybody, to another exciting episode of Acronymic Adventures, the Guild campaign. I am your host, DM Chaos, and our lovely group of adventurers here is our party, and we are getting set to pick up here in our game. I think this is session 51. Sounds right. I think they said it was 50 last time, so that would mean this was 51. So the for everyone that is joining us here, welcome. If this is your first time, or if this is your first time here, welcome in. If this is not your first time here, welcome back. If you would like to catch up on any previous episodes that you missed, they should all be available on our YouTube channel under Castles and Calamities. Also, if you want to catch any of our sister campaign, which runs on Tuesdays at 6:30, that is available as well in there, and that is the Tales of Telos game, the Steam Age, that is run by DM Order. In this game, he goes by Ali. But to catch you up for what happened last time, let's see. I think Ali, it's been a while since you've actually given us a recap, so why don't you give us a recap of what happened last week?
Sure thing. All right. So, last time on session 50 of the Guild Age, the. Sorry, looking at my notes. Okay. Uh, we continued moving forward after finishing up our shopping at the Orc Stronghold, and we continued moving forward, leaving the main area of the Badlands and starting to make our way towards the is an all-Alkin task force that operates separately from the Fist, which is the all-Angelkin Paladins, and that they very much are a neutral force, but tend to hunt down evils for it. We learned that the Rakshasa was upset because it thought that we were cheating by being teleported 10 years into the future, and now was going to start sending his minions against us in 4 days' time. And we learned that in 5 days' time, the Golden Suns would come after us because of Gwen. The Golden Suns being a group of paladins and fighters that do the bidding of minor deities, and were accusing Gwen of failing as a goddess and being corrupt and inept. Uh,
All right. Does anybody have anything they would like to add, subtract, multiply, or divide from that recap?
I'm good.
All right. If not, let's pick up where we left off then. So, you guys are still at the same location that you met the um
Parliament.
yes. What are you guys going to continue on down your path, or are you guys going to wait here for your next one?
Oh. I
Well, the whole
mean, what are we fighting? The Rakshasas?
We have another 24 hours or so till tomorrow till we have to face the Rakshasas minions. I think perhaps we should keep going. I mean, we still have 5 to 9 weeks. Best not to dally here and be stuck here for another day or two.
I do want to do something real quick,
very
though.
true.
Yeah, go ahead.
Which one of you has the Grail?
What?
I
The
believe
the
you-
Grail.
Ocean Grail, the
You
Holy
still
Grail.
had it the last time I checked, Gwen. The one that
Uh,
improves.
I thought I gave it to Saltec because I remember saying, "Don't eat it."
I believe you. I don't remember.
Well, okay. I
Saltec
acquire
would,
the
he's got key
Grail
mind,
from
but I
whatever
don't.
bag it's in.
Okay, yeah.
Well, we
Saltec
checked
hands you the
Saltec
Grail.
and Gwen's bags.
Yeah. Saltec has keen mind. I don't.
Yeah, I'm gonna find a little spot on the edge of the river. And she's gonna put down the Grail, and she's gonna stick her dagger in the water, and she's gonna look at her reflection in the water, and she's gonna say, "Oh, great and wondrous Nimue, goddess of weapons in water and divine drinkware, hear my prayer." Hey, Wei, it's me. Any idea who put out a hit on me? The Golden Suns are coming.
Roll a religion check with advantage.
I'm not terrible at those.
Would guidance work in something like this? Since
Yeah.
are we like all watching her?
Ollie would give her guidance.
18?
All right. You don't hear a direct response, but you do get you do see a stick float by in front of you with a sword carved into the stick. It's just floating by in the river.
I will try to grab it.
Okay, you grab it, and it's just a stick with the sword carved into it.
Yeah.
And
All
if
right.
you turn it over, there's two initials and a heart carved into the other side. and you can make a history check based on that.
Okay. 22.
Okay. You remember there is a god that you met once that asked you on a date, and you told him no, years ago, and he is the god of lovers' messages carved into trees and weapons left in stumps.
That bastard. I'm glad I said no.
You would also remember he is an ogre.
All right. Well,
Sorry, really quickly. You said god of lovers with messages carved into stumps?
Lovers' messages carved in trees and weapons left in stumps. Those are his two pieces of his portfolio.
Gotcha.
Definitely sounds like the type that Gwyn would reject if his two things are like hurting trees.
Yeah.
I mean, the trees don't mind sometimes if you like carve a little heart into them, but you gotta ask first. You can't just do it. How would you like it if I just like stabbed you? Made a heart scar. Do you want a heart scar?
Let's go in a dark
If
route.
you
I'm
if you
not quite
wish.
sure why.
But
Yeah.
anyways, I guess it's kind of close enough. I could see why he's trying to like inch in. But okay, I was nice about it.
Where are you?
I was.
Alright. I'm trying to imagine how he would interpret it. But who knows? Either way, we'll have to deal with him later.
By later, you mean tomorrow?
Oh no, I mean him personally.
Yeah,
Tomorrow,
we'll have to deal
2
with the
days from now
paladins who.
is the Golden Suns, but later we may have to have a talking to him and tell him or you may decide if you want to have a talking to him and say, hey, that is very rude to go against you just because you buffed him. Or maybe it's time you expand your portfolio. Sword and stones and messages left on trees.
I don't think he's just gonna hand it over as like an apology.
Oh, I'm not assuming it's going to be an apology. I'm assuming this is going to be retribution.
I don't think.
Mhm.
Consider this. He is sending and wasting a valuable resource, the devoted Golden Suns, against you and us with the intent to kill us, all because of petty jealousy. I don't think a god. I don't think he deserves godhood. Just saying from my personal opinion. I don't really think he deserves godhood. I would not bat an eye if he loses it.
The cleric who wants to kill gods.
No.
That's an interesting title.
Hey, I am not.
Where have I heard that before?
Ollie the God Slayer.
I'm not
A
a god slayer,
strong
I'm
name
just saying.
indeed.
I mean, eventually, am I right? You're planning on growing your portfolio, and this guy is clearly abusing his portfolio. There should be only good gods, most of them, or at least gods that are neutral.
But what about all the bad gods?
Darling, you have not met enough gods.
You see, Ollie kind of like pouts. All I'm saying is there shouldn't be evil gods. We have enough devils and demons and evils in this world. When people look to the heavens, they should expect only good, or at
There's
least
a difference
neutrality.
between evil and dumb.
I mean, this is kind of evil, putting a hit on you, Gwen.
I don't know that I'd call it evil.
Literally telling devoted servants to the gods, go kill Gwen and her heretic friends.
They're less devoted servants and more mercenaries of the gods. So I mean, he's doing exactly what, you know.
Again, still, even if that is true, sending mercenaries to kill an innocent goddess and her heroic friends. I feel like
I mean,
that's
we don't
evil.
know that he wants to necessarily kill you guys.
The letter literally said, "You be prepared, for you and your heretic friends will die."
I can only wonder how
That's the
the Golden
exact
Suns will
wording.
feel.
DM.
Bro, that was last week. I don't know.
That was
wrote-
the wording, yeah.
I mean,
wrote
it pretty much said you and your heretic friends will die, so.
That's literally what I wrote. You're talking to the lore keeper.
If that's what the lore master says, then that's probably what I said.
Literally, you and your heretic friends will die.
I
Yeah, but
wonder
you
how
guys
these
could
Golden
probably get a
Suns will
pass.
feel.
That's not the point. The point is that is evil. Why are we going to? Again, this is not something we have to do now, or even in 2 days from now. 2 days from now, we deal with the Golden Suns. All I'm saying is, when this confrontation occurs with this god of messages carved into stumps, there might need to be a reckoning. And at that point, consider that he is abusing his godhood. Maybe he doesn't need to die, but maybe he needs to lose a part of his portfolio so he can learn to be more humble.
That's what I said, but I doubt he's gonna just hand it over.
Oh, we're gonna beat it out of him. That's fine.
You're gonna beat it out of him.
And then give it to you.
Are we strong enough to beat a god?
Not now. I'm saying.
Do we
later.
know how to beat the god?
Only a minor deity, and
He kind of gestures to Gwen. If
I'm very curious how the Golden Suns might feel knowing they were hired for such a petty reason as rejection.
Well, we'll talk to them first too. We're not just gonna fight him for no reason.
Perhaps they'll lay down their weapons when they find out.
hopefully, but that is the day after tomorrow's problem. For now, let's get on the road and take naps on the wagon and just keep pushing towards the resistance. We have 5 to 9 weeks to go.
All right.
Hey, Gwen, can you craft a flower for me?
Sure. There you
Yay.
go. Any particular kind?
Something purple.
Okay, I can do that. Here you go.
Thanks, Gwen.
Purple and white work.
Yeah.
This is the flower Gwen makes you.
Is it through
I-
Druidcraft that you're doing
Oh
this?
my god, it's a zebra flower. It's so pretty.
A zebra flower.
Those are actually a real type of rose.
That's so pretty.
Interesting.
She like holds it to her chest and is like, thanks, Gwen.
Roll everybody roll a d20.
I forgot I changed my dice.
Ollie, this does not count towards your streak.
But ask that.
The odds of 5 people rolling a d20 and getting the same number cannot be this bad.
We figured it out in the other game before, and it's like 25%.
I thought it was 0.25%.
No. It's kind of like the thing of like, you know how if you have a classroom, you only need to have like 20 or 25 students before you have
The
a
odds of
very
two,
high chance of two people having the same birthday. Now, if you said two people are going to roll a 2, then you have the very low odds. But if just two people roll the same number, I figured it out before and I don't remember what
Yeah.
the percentage
know-
was, but it was something like 25%.
I know the
Which
math
we
is.
still do better than all the time, but
I know the math is, yeah, like they said that if the odds of
40%, wow. 38.89.
the odds of
yeah.
of 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 any two people having the same birthday in a room, how many people do you have to have just the same day and month? It's only like 29 people
Yeah.
have to be in
Yeah.
a room before the odds state that two of them will have the same birthday.
And so it's like 40% of us rolling doubles in a group of 5. And I still think we do better than those odds, at least on Tuesdays, but
Right. The math doesn't sound like it should work, but it seems to work. All right. Where's my one note card? All right. So we have Boudica, Ali, Saltic, and then Raceland and Gwen roll again. I thought you guys were going to do it again.
real close.
All right. Boudica roll D100.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
That count as a natural 20.
No.
That's a big one, though.
It's harder to roll than a nat 20.
I mean, that is impressive.
I think I rolled like 2 others. We've rolled a lot of hundreds in here.
I think I rolled one as well. I got a 50 the first time, then rolled 100, and then he made me re-roll.
Boudica roll. Roll a D12.
Oh, that's an odd one.
Okay. All right. So I'm not going to show. Yeah, I'll show you guys the pictures. We'll come back to what that D100 was for. So, as you're walking, you guys get set up. Which of these four would you like to set up in for the night? And also, likely, you would know would be the area you're going to have to fight in tomorrow.
when it comes to demons, they're probably going to be swarms. So they're going to be attacking us. Maybe we want something that's a little bit more clearing. Less. I mean, what do you guys think? Less trees, less rocks? Like the least amount of things that they can hide, and that way we just hammer them.
I don't know. I was kind of thinking if you said swarm, that the one with the like cavern where there's only like one pathway might force them into, you know.
I mean, that's not a bad idea because I have a 10 by 10 pit.
Bottlenecking them wouldn't be a
Okay.
bad plan at all.
It's quite the common tactic.
I'd be worried about the canyon one because if we end up on the wrong side of the canyon,
Yeah,
we could get ambushed pretty bad.
I think you're right. I was for a moment thinking like if anything happens, we can all be clustered together, like protecting each other's backs to prevent flanking. But that also does.
That might actually be a pretty good, because I have the 3 ghouls to help with flanking and preventing flanking.
Yeah, but if
Are we
we're in
thinking-
a cavern, that negates that helps prevent that because our backs won't be with anyone. Our backs will be at the wall, and then we're just fighting them as they come down the tunnels.
I'm assuming we're all thinking bottom left, right? No?
I think we should, yeah.
Isn't the bottom? Does the bottom left one the one that has the cavern? Let me look.
It's
None
got
of
the
them have a
two
cavern.
the 2 large ridge walls.
You're like in a canyon with some
Yeah.
forest.
Gotcha. Sorry, for a second there, I had to zoom in. I was looking at the upper right, and I thought the upper right one had like that little like curved area.
The upper right one kind of scares me because it's the like most ambush friendly.
Yeah. Okay.
Doesn't that kind of play to Raislin's strength, though?
Raceland would be probably most suited on like the first, like top left, for being able to have like various high grounds and spots to hide.
Yeah.
But I could do the canyon if you guys want to do the canyon.
Let. I feel like we're leaning towards the canyon, but
I mean,
The nice thing about the canyon for Raceland is I could like hide in the forested area in like the bottom left and use my familiar to scout the canyon area and then come back and send info to me.
yeah.
So I could have a good idea on where they're coming from because it doesn't look like that upper area has a lot of shrubbery, so it's probably hard for them to hide as they're approaching, unless they're invisible. But they probably won't be.
Yeah. We also have no idea if they can fly or not, and that's... Yeah.
We can fly, or some of us can fly.
Yeah. All right.
Is Waffles coming with us, or is staying somewhere else? Hi, Gwen. Do you think we're bringing Waffles with us to fight? Or are we going to keep her safe in the back?
I mean, she's not fighting, but we're taking her with us. We're not just like she has no place else to be.
You don't want to do the battle waffles form?
I don't
guess
I
it's
don't know
true,
how
it's
to
not
make
like
a
we
battle
know.
waffles.
We don't really have like a servant or someone who can take care of
Doesn't she
them,
have
so I
a
guess,
like a really big form?
Yeah.
Super Waffles.
I don't know how to make it happen. It just happens sometimes.
It's when it becomes the Waffle House. Yes,
Waffle
that
House.
is.
That's
She's
Pretty
she's
well played.
tiny. Probably she'll just like hang out under a rock. But if she gets mad, then maybe she'll get mad and Hulk out. I don't know.
All right. We're just making sure we know where Waffles is going to be. Seems like Waffles will potentially Hulk out.
You know, the same place Marshmallow is, usually just sort of under something.
It'd be a hell of a crack to see that one Hulk out, as you say.
It'll be interesting. I only saw it once, twice.
So we're thinking about the canyon?
Yeah.
If we die, we die under Valkerna's beautiful embrace. But if we don't, we'll come out heroes and stronger than ever.
Ba, ba, ba.
P.S.
Do we have
Ali, if I die, revive me. You have me consent.
Excellent. I will make sure to revive you. We have the diamonds.
Aye.
do we have time to like prep for this?
Yeah, it's another day.
We could totally do an 80s montage with how much time we have.
Yeah. This is like another full.
I was
upgrade.
wondering if we should 80 montage defense areas, like, like should
And
we
making
make like
traps.
Cause look,
making traps and making barricades in places for partial aim or partial
I'm just really
cover?
excited. I have a 10 by 10 pit. I want to use it,
Oh
and
yeah.
we have rope.
Okay, I got an idea.
Does anyone know Mold Earth or
I do.
Shape Earth? That would
Gwen.
be a great one for pitfalls. You can do it in pretty much 6 seconds.
But also, I have an idea, right?
Let
Okay,
us hear it.
So if we're here early enough, right? What we do, we've got, I think, we've got tents, right? But usually they hang out.
Bad?
They were in the bag of holding that we no longer have.
I know, but I thought we had bought some in the city. I
thought we
don't know what you
bought
guys bought,
some.
but like
I don't think we did because we have the tiny hut.
we could
Yeah,
we could
I
also
don't
do
think
it.
I
We could
bought
also do
some.
it with just like blankets and rocks,
Yeah.
right? But like we make a little area. You put the pit down, and then we cover it with the tarp, and then we put the tent or fake us on top, right? And so it looks like we're sleeping over there. But then we make your little bubble up against the wall and camouflage it. So they go and attack, sleeping rock us, and then we jump out from the side.
Like a minor illusion.
Yeah.
I kind of like that.
The
I
thief
think it
is
could work quite
flying.
well.
Just remember that you can't cast spells inside the hut. You have to be fully out of the hut in order to cast a spell.
And perhaps not all of us hiding in one single spot in case any of them know any explosive spells.
How
Yeah, we can sleep however we can camouflage ourselves like up against the wall, but we like make it very obvious that we're camping over the pit.
A tempting target, yes. I believe Ali and Bodaga, you should take the chance to scoop as much water out of this river and perhaps bless it.
I think that could work. Have lots of holy water.
I'm unsure
Grayson-
what the effect is on demons, but I
Doesn't
know
hurt.
they don't like it.
Yeah. Ollie will try to make sure grab as much water as he can, and try to start like praying to it and try to create holy water in the 24 hours that we have before the Rakshasa's minions attack.
Every time I hear Rakshasa, I think rock lobster.
Rock lobster.
Rakshasa.
Rakshasa. Rayson would collect like some herbs and various things that would blend his smell in with the environment. I don't know if the things coming can smell well or not, but and then otherwise assisting with making the stuff that Gwen's doing with the pitfalls and everything.
Saltek, I gave you my +1 shield, right? Because I don't have it in my inventory anymore, so I'm pretty sure I gave it to you.
You must have, yeah.
Make sure you add that to your inventory.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I didn't. I only have a shield and not a +1.
Yeah, that's precious to her. That's what she brought back from her old
Mm-hmm.
time. Don't lose that shield,
Yeah.
man.
Oh yeah, for sure. Put me at a 21. Hell yeah.
I miss my scarf. I only have a 17 AC.
I'm glad I ate my scarf.
Excellent.
Yeah, well, the
Don't
same
we
can't be
all
said
wish
for the
we
rest
could
of
have
us.
done
So,
that?
Yeah.
I mean, we could have eaten our scarves, but it wouldn't have helped us.
Yeah, it would have given me a tummy ache, I'll tell you that.
I know, I got the benefit of that and having my packed weapons that it didn't get disappeared either.
Fortunately, I didn't lose my intelligence. So you didn't have to be me as a blubbering idiot. Assuming that I'm not all that smart to begin with.
I was gonna say, didn't they?
Well, they did see me as a blubbering idiot, but they never saw me without the tattoo. Hmm. Yeah, alcohol and Raceland are not tactical.
Those might be the worst stats I've ever rolled for something in my life.
Thank
a
you.
9, a 9, a 10, a 12, a 12, and a 13.
Well, it's like a normal person.
That's just some dude.
He did track for a while. He has like a good constitution. He's relatively dexterous. He juggled for in high school,
Just an average guy.
doing average things like trying to kill us. What are
If
your
you ain't-
what are your stats on your ghoul? How strong are the ghouls out of curiosity? Can they hold their own in a fight?
They are useful cannon fodder, as it were. Especially being that I can heal them.
What sort of instructions can you give them?
Only the basics. Where to go, what to attack, and otherwise they simply react to whatever is in front of them.
Do they tend to make a lot of noise when they're attacking? Or do they tend to be quiet like a silent wind?
Well, depends. I can make them quieter if we need to.
But they could hold the attention of people as well by being loud and attacking in a wild way. Perhaps.
If needs
They
be.
can be the ones lying under the blankets.
We should have them lying in the blankets. That would be a cute little trick we could do to them. I'm not sure they'd be laughing, but we could be laughing.
I also am not sure if I want to waste reviving them over that. But it may work.
I was just thinking they probably don't actually need to sleep.
True, they don't.
So they just like jump up and be like, surprise! Right.
And neither do I, and we all know how abysmal my stealth is. Perhaps I can hide in the decoy as well. I'm not sure. So as to not blow your cover.
What do we know about the Sun Kings? They're the seagull captain, correct?
The sea scavengers are the
It's
Seagull King captain.
okay. So it's the paladins that we're fighting. That's right.
Yeah,
No, we're fighting the
golden.
Rakshasa minions.
Yeah,
The Rakshas.
Today it's Rakshasas. Tomorrow is the God Killers. And
Gotcha.
we don't know when the sea people are coming. They didn't send
Okay.
us a message.
It's such a busy week. It's
They
hard for me to
never
keep
do.
track. They don't for me either. No, they don't. I'll tell you that.
What time of day are we at?
Like for the fight, you mean, or like right now?
Like right now.
I think we're in a little bit of a time limbo because it's like the 24 hours
Okay.
leading up to the fight.
Okay.
Because we were scouting, we're pushing forward, we're walking, so we're in a timey-wimey situation.
Did any of the clerics stay with us, or did they all leave?
You mean the Parliament?
Yeah, the Parliament. The
Yeah,
Owl
They all
King
left.
people.
I'm gonna have Raceland help me set up a pit trap
I.
with the pit that I have.
Okay. We should also create more of them with the Mold Earth spell that Gwen's got. We could create a whole slew of them. We could put pointy things down there. Could we use Mold Earth to create pointy things?
I think we can.
Because you make it into a shape, right?
Yeah.
And just.
And worst
There you
case,
go.
she can at least mold it into something, and then we could just sharpen it with our daggers. But I
We
think
could use them something like punji sticks if you would.
yeah.
We'll put a little bit of poison on it. People will stab their foot. They won't be getting back up after that.
Like
I'll tell you
caltrops.
this much.
Oh my god.
I got me some when I was buying the stuff. Well, I
A
bought
land
ball
full of
bearings
Legos.
actually. I don't think I bought caltrops. I think I bought I bought the wrong thing. I'm sorry guys. I bought the ball bearings.
Well, I'm
I
fairly
mean,
sure poison does little to a demon, but perhaps a fall trap made from mold earth?
the mold earth that I have at the it's only a cantrip.
Yeah,
Oh.
but it just creates you can dig with it basically, right?
Um,
Like
do do
let's
do.
post it and read it because it's an interesting thing. So it is. It's not like me shape water. I think the when you manipulate it, it just stays as it's manipulated.
If you target an area of loose earth, you can instantly excavate it, move it along the ground, and deposit it up to 5 feet away. Okay, so yeah, I guess I can excavate.
You cause shapes, colors, or both to appear on the dirt or stone, spelling out words, creating images, or shaping patterns. The change lasts for an hour,
No, only for an hour.
so we wouldn't be able to make the
Well,
punji
the
stick
excavating
idea.
doesn't say only an hour, but we can't. The just the changing the
Right.
shape.
We just can't do the punji stick idea, but we
Yeah.
could totally make a bunch of pitfalls.
Oh, it becomes difficult terrain too. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I think you can keep going deeper, like because it says a 5-foot cube, 6 seconds doesn't cost anything. You just keep going. So if you want to make some really deep, crazy pitfalls, like, it's all up to you, Gwen, and your imagination. You've got the fancy spell, and yes, Boudica, I'll be happy to help you with yours as well.
She grabs
Oh.
the robe and tears one of the pockets off of it. Here you go.
And while we work, I kind of keep my eye out for any herbs like I thought that I could use to kind of rub on myself to make my scent go away and like blend in with the environment when we are hiding. I would just keep it in my pouch.
I'm gonna roll for which weapon my patrons give me today.
Part of me wants to put a door in the middle of the fucking roadway. Just because I have it
Chaos, are you
to
still here?
confuse them.
Yep.
Okay, just making sure.
I'm just listening to you guys talk.
Okay, cool. Making sure. You're so quiet.
I'm listening to you guys talk and I'm finalizing making something.
He's plotting our demise.
I,
Do we need to roll anything to make our trap like look awesome and unseeable?
It's a survival check.
I could help you with that.
It's a regular survival check normally since none of you guys took the trapping hunting skill.
I got a 30.
I don't think Boudica needs me help.
It looks pretty hidden.
No, but
Sweet.
I need help with my pit because I got nothing for survival. I'm a nature girl. I'm great
Could
at
I,
nature.
if
I can decorate it with rocks on the
so she
outside.
like does the shape earth, but I do the actual like concealing. Can I roll the survival
Yeah,
with her helping me?
sure.
Thanks. 31. Also good.
Then yeah, it's pretty good.
Sweet. So many traps.
Now we have to be careful not to fall in our own traps.
They're so well hidden. Soltex
They're
just like
too
whoop.
well hidden. Yeah, right.
Oh, dang. I rolled a whip. That's not.
Mm, mm.
Okay. Which one did you guys go with? Sorry.
Bottom left.
Okay. I was getting your 100 fixed ready, so.
Oh, also, since we had a 24-hour thing, I would have taken an hour to go and like work on studying the long strider and basically built the spells from Wood Elf magic and like worked on trying to do subtle movements with my mage hand. Just a heads up.
Okay.
Whip them right into a trap. Come here.
Good.
Get over here.
Actually, I thought that was gonna suck, but I'm like, there's no actual penalties with this weapon because some of these can have like really shitty penalties, and it's a one-handed reach weapon, so I can still use a shield. That might be really good.
You got a
Whips are
whip, you
actually
said?
really good.
Do the whips have like a grapple effect?
No.
They do now, but it's like only if you have mastery over it. Because the 2024 rules, it has finesse, reach, and slow.
Oh, interesting.
But I don't think packed weapon counts as mastery.
All right. All right, so you guys are doing all this setting up, and as evening approaches, you everybody roll a perception check. And this one will count against you, Gassan.
Sorry, you said
You said
perception.
it'll count against Kassan and then he gets the nat one.
Yeah, right.
That
That's
is
so
the opposite of
funny.
a nat
The
20.
DM is
I'm gonna
like,
use
and I have
a-
spoken and you shall
I'm gonna
fail.
use a session inspiration just because it's a natural one. Because that's just not nice.
Dang.
Really?
The DM
It's
is like, no, it
counterbalancing.
shall
You
be
just lost
so.
the.
Chaos has spoken.
At least okay, fine, I'll accept it. But so it's the natural, so the two nat 20s. I'll get the charisma point, and I'll see who I give it to.
All right, place yourselves where you guys would be on the map hanging out for the evening.
Oh, for the evening, not for the ambush.
Yeah.
So, I would.
Well, I
mean, we'd
guess-
be kind of moving all over, creating all the pitfalls.
Yeah,
and-
so where would you be like right now as you're getting set up? It's getting close to twilight.
I would be hiding up in this tree
Point.
with all of that herbs like rubbed on me so that I don't smell like anything but the tree.
You're
I
gonna
would.
stay there all night. It's like dinner time. It's not even dinner time yet. It's like
Oh,
5
okay. So
o'clock.
we're not doing the. He would probably meditate in the tree, honestly, because
Okay.
that's normal for him.
That's why I said it's like late evening the
But
night
if we're
before.
having
So
dinner, I wouldn't probably have dinner in the tree.
I,
Yeah.
I'd also say that we should hang out by the traps so that like if anybody is watching us, they're
I
like,
would
oh yeah, that's totally where they're camping.
I would also spend 10 minutes per time and create like an alarm setup that would ping in my head for like the different spots that I feel are dangerous.
well, when you cast
So
a spell,
I
I think
take
you
like
can place like 25 spots per casting or something like that. But you can
okay,
only have
then
one
I would
casting set at a time.
do yes. That I would put it kind of all over in this area and make it like a silent ping for myself.
Boudica would be chilling by this rock.
Okay.
Yeah, cool.
She'd just be
Yeah.
sitting there with her back against the rock, twirling the flower that Gwen made her, admiring how pretty it is.
When Raceland sees you doing that, he like waves his hand in a somatic gesture and whispers under his breath these magic words, and then a minor illusion sprouts from it, making the flower look like it's glowing, this really beautiful, like ephemeral silver light. And then the silver light
Ooh.
kind of shatters into snow that kind of drifts down the flower for a moment.
She's just entranced, staring at this flower.
All right. As that's happening, Raceland, you hear a noise.
Like I hear a ping from my alarm, or I
Nope,
literally
you
hear
hear noise coming from up here. This
Right.
direction, down the canyon.
lasses and lads over there. I'm hearing a sound. It hasn't
Mm,
pinged anything from the
As it
alarm
gets
ritual.
closer, it gets louder and louder, and then
As it starts to
eventually,
get louder, Raceland immediately like hides into this bush.
Boudica and Gwen, you start to hear it. Raceland, you've identified at this point, it sounds like music.
Does it sound like scary,
Music?
like war music drums, or does it sound like happy, bardic, elvish, cheering Fey-Wild music?
Sounds like somebody playing a lute.
Playing a lute. It sounds like someone's playing a lute. I'm feeling a little bit silly hiding up here now.
Ali,
Boudic-
you can't hear it.
I would keep
Boudica's
hiding though,
gonna
honestly.
cover her ears.
What? Get it?
As you get closer, it starts to sound like country music. And eventually you guys see this
The
Oh,
fuck?
not that guy.
Oh man.
Did,
this dude just comes strolling along down the path.
is that Strumsticks or is it someone else?
Yeah, that is.
I don't know. And so where are all those pits falls, by the way? Like has
Mine was set up right
Celtic
here.
readies his guard. Who are you?
Chillin', man.
Well, howdy, folks. Name's New Wing Strumstick. Pleasure to meet y'all.
someone jumps down the tree and heads over?
You notice he's not actually touching the ground. He seems to be hovering just slightly above it.
Like in a creepy way?
No, like he's
Orphamon
kind of
mentioned your
just
name, didn't he?
he's kind of just like flapping, just
Okay,
like
he's flapping. He's not like
he's like
unearthly
flying.
possessed
No,
floating.
he's kind of like he's like just flying, but he's kind of just like flying. Just kind. He's an aircopter, so he's kind of flying, but he's not like flying. But he's just like kind of like hovering, just like a foot off the ground as he's like walking along.
Strumsticks is a hell of a place to find a bloke like you, huh? How you doing? What are you doing out here?
He stops playing and looks at you, and he goes, "Well, I'll be a kitten saucer of milk. Is that you, Raceland? I thought you were dead."
I can't believe I can have the pleasure of a banter with you again. And no, I wasn't dead. I just
Well,
wasn't around.
this is a friend of yours, Rayson?
Ah, so you were a
You could call him.
square. Come here. Give me a hug. Come on.
Oh
Come on.
God,
Get
the
in here.
physical
Get
contact.
in here.
I don't
And
like it.
he forcefully gives you a hug.
Oh, Drumstick, you're always a hell of a lad.
Okay, he tries to give you a hug and you easily dodge out of the way.
Knowing
Okay.
drunk stick.
Yeah, dodge out of the way. Personal space. My bubbles be bubble. Get the fuck away from me. We were going to have a crack and see you got weird. But seriously though, what are you doing out here? And how did you survive?
I think he was one of the ones that Borthamon told us survived.
I believe
Already
so.
down.
Oh, you spoke to Borthamon, the little dwarf guy. Well, sometimes he's little, sometimes he's all big and with the and the grrr.
Yes.
Indeed.
Grr. All
Oh,
this
it's just like that.
How
He
eloquently
doesn't know.
said, my friend.
Well, it's a pleasure to see a member of the Resistance, especially one as defined as yourself.
Oh, are you joining the resistance too?
Indeed.
I'm joining me friends with the things I got to do.
Oh,
If that
that's good.
involves the Resistance, maybe I will.
Oh, that's good. That's good. We need more people.
What we need is help killing these fucking demonic minions who are about to show up. You want to help us?
Well,
You know, we could use a distraction.
I bet after 10 years you're harder than a brick shithouse.
well, I'll tell you what. You give me the exclusive story for me to make a song about it, and I'll help you fight your little demon problem.
If you kill the fucking demons, I'll tell you
Of course,
what.
may I see
We
your
will
songbook?
absolutely let you sing the song that you want.
He's like, of course. He shows you his songbook, and he's like, this is my favorite one. This is my most popular one, and it's called Raceland and the Golden Crab Slayer.
No, I forgot about that
Ah.
crab. That
He-
was a
see.
crack and a half. So
He's
it
like,
was.
this
Ah,
was
Celtic.
at one point the most popular song in all of Heptagonia.
The most popular of what now?
It was the most popular song in all of Heptagonia.
Rayson immediately pulls the scarf over his mouth and just like rocking back and forth. The most pop, the most pop, the most popular. You said.
Oh
That
yes,
means people are knowing me.
you couldn't walk into a tavern
Ah.
anywhere without hearing this song. Every
The
bard knows
anxiety.
this song. This is the one they train you at the bard colleges. Like this is the first song you learn.
Raistlin, I had no idea I was in the presence of such a legend.
Well, it wasn't that big of a deal. The bastard just sang the praise too loud, apparently, and now everybody knows me name in a weird way.
Wait. Just want to make sure I have it written down. It's Raceland and the Golden Crab.
Oh yes.
Okay, just want to make sure I have the title correct, so that way we can make the request later for you, Raceland, at any tavern.
I'll write it.
Yes.
Well,
oh,
as long as there's.
yeah, and Raceland's becoming quite the popular name with the youngins. Just last week in the village I was in, there was like 9 kids named Raceland there.
9?
All of me originality gone. This is the worst day ever. Why are you
You
back
ruined
here?
my life.
Well, perhaps you can learn the same curse that the headmistress once knew. Anyways, Sir Newing, and I take his songbook and I just let Glove just like fast print everything onto the book in our story.
He looks at you. He's like, "That's a mighty fine skill you got there. That's fascinating."
Of course. In fact, I even have a bard up in here if you'd like me to have it written in lyrics.
Well, that would be mighty fine helpful.
Hogrelazar.
Celtic is like the original AI art generator.
And yeah, I'll have Ogrelazar Black transpose everything into a song for him.
So he sits down and watches this and chats with you. Raceland, he tells you Kello is still alive and hanging out. It's been about a year since he's seen him, but he last he heard he was still stomping around up in the northern mountains.
Who
That
was?
Kello.
Oh,
He actually says that Kello is still looking for clues for Jennifer. That
Guys, he gonna steal her too from me.
know that even when everybody else gave up on the hunt, he refused to because he said he at least owed you that much. And even when Kate gave up, he said he was not going to give up the hunt until he found something for when you came back. He needed to have some kind of answer for you.
What I got to say, praiseful Kavarti. I never pegged him for a true hunter, but apparently he's a man of honor.
and what has he learned?
Last I heard, there was something going on in that strange wilderness up there. They that group went in and they they checked in with the village inside like we expected, and then they they came back in and made their usual report several times, and then when they went back out, they never made it to their base camp. They were supposed to make it to a certain base camp and then go uh, check into this one cave because they were looking for some remnants of a culture, some cult of this wrathful one or something stupid. Um,
Hmm.
but they,
What the hell's a wrathful one?
I don't know, something from back in the Elven days. But they were
Raceland perks up at the word Elven days.
uh, looking for evidence from that, from you know something thousands and thousands of years old. There's supposed to be some pictographs on the walls describing it or something like that, and but they were supposed to set up a base camp, and the base camp doesn't show signs that they ever made it to the camp. So unless they went into the cave and never set up their camp, but we don't know what happened between them leaving that village and going to the camp. So he was going to go explore the area, but that was over a year ago. And with no communication, it's hard to check in unless somebody runs into him.
I see.
Well, thank the gods, this is good news. I, well, I figured they must still be around, seeing as the tower back home is still under an arcane lock.
Yeah. He also said something that he heard there was some old angel somewhere that he was gonna go try to find that was supposed to have a bunch of answers to things. That I don't know anything more about that, but he was gonna go try to find him. He was supposed to be the answer guy.
I
So,
see.
but that's all I know. That was the last I heard from him. I don't know. You know him. He talks weird and funny, and he's been all broken up since uh, 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 since what's his name?
The dog.
Memory wizard.
Uh,
Oh, the dog died?
the dog.
Like
Yeah.
from Boudica's world quest thing?
No, from your quest, Mac. What's the name?
Oh, Mac.
Max. Since
Oh,
Max
Mac
died.
died? Oh, that's sad. I didn't know that Mock died. What a sad reality this stupid world has become.
Well, he died of old age.
Oh, well, that's a
Hmm.
relief. You had me thinking that something truly happened to him.
No, I mean him and Kello were best friends, but he slowed down and Kello stayed with him until his last days. But
I hope
after
he
that,
died with a belly full of food and laughs every day.
he
That's
did.
all I could have hoped for.
They enjoyed their last days, but they had many great hunts together. He flips to another song and he has a song about them that he tells you to read, and it talks about the bear and the dog is what it was called. It talks
Hmm.
about their hunting exploits and their travels together.
Well, I'll have to read it. In
Question.
honor of Kello as well as Mac.
Yes, Boudica.
Weren't we told that those two were still alive?
You
That
were
they're part of
told
the resistance?
you were told Kello and Newig were still alive. Barthman did say that Max had died.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
He
confirm
said
that.
he said Kello was with. He said Max was part until he died.
Okay.
Max is a dog, and it's been 10 years, so.
Yeah, it had been 10 years, and Max was
He
like
was
5
an
years old
adult when he was
at the.
already.
Yeah, he was like
Okay.
5 or 6 when the quest happened, which was like 6 months already. So you got to figure he was 16, 17 at the time. So
He was a good boy, though.
yeah, and he was just a dog that had been awakened, so he wasn't like was magical, but he wasn't like a special magical beast or anything like that. He was just a dog that could talk.
So if we get 3 nat ones in a row, does that mean that the world is ending?
Four nat ones
It's just balancing your 100 and all
total
of your
for the
20s
session
from
so
last
far.
game.
Yeah.
We're getting it out of the way before the fight. That's a good thing.
Oh,
Oh, I hope so.
So, yeah. So,
Well, thank you
uh,
for helping us in this, because we honestly really do need a little bit of help.
of course, I'll stay and help you out. So,
How do you fight? Again,
uh,
remind us, bleh. Tell me friends, please, because we're trying to create strategies here. We got to know how you want to be fighting in our group to know how you be best put into the group to help us.
well, I can sing songs. I can cast some spells. I got a little stabby if I need to.
Yes,
Do you like to
well,
stabby, or do you like to buff people up, make sure
I'm
they're feeling healthy, give them
I,
a lot of song?
I'm more of a help from a distance.
Well, maybe you could join me in me tree. And he points up at the tree that I was hanging out in over here. We're
are
going
you
to hang
quite
out over
sure,
there.
Raistlin? From what you have told me, he's quite loud at the most inopportune times. Is he a good ally for stealth?
Or maybe not, but I feel like he's probably going to die otherwise.
Um, make a perception check.
He's like way higher level, I'm sure, than my character, but
You can tell he's stronger than you.
oh, okay. Cool. Well, if I can actually tell that, then well, maybe I'll stick in me tree then, and you stand where you feel is best to make sure that our party can fight at full potential.
All right, I'll probably stay on a cliff or something out of the way and just he sees Gwen. He's like, I'll go stand over here and protect the lady. The ladies. He stands between Boudica and Gwen. He goes, "What's up, sugar mamas?"
Sugar mamas. Uh,
stop.
he always liked the sweets. That he did. So,
Also, he took the bard spell that Gwen never takes the best bard spell ever.
Which
how
one?
should we do
Heat metal?
Yes.
the if we have all these traps, chaos? Like, how should we?
The bardic
um,
war crime?
well, we're gonna take a break here, and then we'll come back and we'll see how the demons attack you in the morning.
Okay.
So let's take a break. We'll come back in about 15-ish minutes.
Sounds good.
All right, and see you guys then. everybody. Let's get going. Is there any last things you guys want to do before we get started?
What do you mean
What
by
was the
that
plan for
specifically?
placing people?
Yeah.
That's up to you guys. What are you guys doing?
So are we at that point where we think it's danger mode, or are we at the point where we're chilling?
You guys are. I'm saying you guys are going through the night. What is your guys' plan through the night?
I was gonna just meditate in this giant bush,
Tiny hut right here.
assuming that this is like a big enough like that has branches. Otherwise, I'll move to a different place.
Okay.
I'm not too worried about an attack. Well, I don't know. The demon did say that it would be 4 days from now, so I'm not sure he would do an attack in the middle of the night. So I don't know if we need watches per se.
Was it a devil, you said?
A demon. Well,
Because the devils have to follow laws, but demons can lie, can't they?
yes, and this Rakshasa is a demon.
True.
I mean,
Oh.
I definitely do watches just for the sake of.
But he
We
is
had
a
a
fairly
random
honest
guy
demon,
walk through
all things
earlier.
considered.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
totally did walk through.
So let's do some watches, but then afterwards we'll reposition ourselves.
Okay. During the watches, every hour that I don't see anything, and before I go out, I will use my hawk familiar. Or actually, is it night? It's going to be nighttime or is it daytime?
It is nighttime now.
I'll have an owl familiar, and the owl familiar will kind of scan the whole area before Racing goes out, and then he'll use his ritual for alarm spell, do spells around the perimeter, and then return to his bush. He would do this except for the 4 hours that he's like meditating to regain his focus. He's like extra vigilant because the last time he tried to get somebody, they were invisible and he totally got punked essentially. So he's feeling pretty focused.
Awesome.
In the morning, I will carve a rune on something of Gwen's, something of Ollie's, and
Okay.
something of Rayson's.
You're not gonna make it to morning.
Oh, god damn it.
All right. So
I guess the alarm's actually 8 hours, isn't it?
It did say 4 days from now, so it was supposed to be in the daytime, not the nighttime.
The next day is any time after midnight.
Yeah, he never said 24 hours exactly.
We're lucky it's this close. Honest.
Plus, who are we to talk? We're 10 years late.
Fair enough, too.
all right, you hear a loud roar, and all your alarms start going off, Raceland. Or yeah.
Yeah, okay. I have my owl like hoot his signal at everybody while I stay hidden in the bush. With my sense and all that crap on. So. And my hood up.
All right. Well, I mean, everybody heard the roar.
Okay.
You hear the roar and you see a tiger comes walking into your camp from the other end.
But it's not Rock Sasha, it's just a really scary tiger.
Sorry, this end.
Oh boy.
It does look different than Rock Sasha. It's not quite so crazy.
Yeah, it's just an actual tiger.
Are we stealthing or are we speaking?
I am hiding in a bush. Vehemently.
Wally
Because we did one
will-
answer. But
You are the first of Ghostwat's minions, yes?
We're talking. Ollie's hiding now.
Do we need stealth rolls or not?
I blew my stealth, that's for sure.
Everybody make a perception check. I'll give you advantage.
That makes sense because I'm in a tree.
Nice.
Gwen, you hear a twig snap behind you, and you turn around and you see that there are people approaching you from behind as well.
where are our pits? We should put that on the map.
Yeah, we never declared where they're gonna be.
Yeah, how many pits did we make?
A lot.
I feel like you just
I mean, I
made them
think
like
just
all
two.
over the place.
I
right?
thought you guys dug 2.
Oh,
This is this
You
this
dug
one
one
right here.
there.
That's
and
the
you-
one that I had it's the actual pit trap from the bag of or ropes.
got it. I thought we had you just go to town on it for like an hour with the
Well,
6
I was
second
thinking
cast.
it was going to be, this was how I
thought there
like-
was one there and one like over your camp,
yeah.
like
Well,
one under
next
your,
to.
or like right in front of like where you guys were sleeping,
Okay. Okay.
because that's what you guys had said.
So there's one pretty much in front of the tiger. And then
Yeah.
there's another one over by the camp. Gotcha.
With little imaginary people sleeping on it.
Yeah, I got you. Or is there a zombie in there or not? Like a ghoul, I guess. Sorry. I need to be word appropriate for my monsters.
My goals are all by me right now.
Okay, so there's just like a rock human hiding in there.
Yeah, you know.
Or
Gwen-
rocks
Gwen-
with a blanket.
Yeah, Gwen made some like tumbleweeds and then covered with blanket, like you do,
Yeah,
you do like a pillow thing when you're like trying to sneak out or something.
totally. Do we know what the bad things are behind us?
That is disturbing.
It is kind of strange. I don't know if I like it.
Interesting.
Well, okay.
That one's
So
slightly better.
Yeah, that
So-
one at least looks like it's a proper, like a Leoninkin.
would Raceland think that they are were tigers, or would he think that they're lion?
Studded
If you
nipples.
think they're lionkin,
Studded nipples.
What the fuck?
I guess
just
they're
saying.
demon lion.
I mean, you're not wrong. He's
I guess
got
they're demon lion
studded
things.
nipples.
Demon lion things have a lot of nipples.
Yeah,
um,
man.
That's
Demons are
part of
anybody
probably
who
into weird
wants
shit.
can make a nature check.
I'm not
See if
sure
they're
if he
studded
wants
nipples.
to, but he will. Yeah, exactly.
Damn, I'm rolling fucking
Oh my God,
bad
shit.
today.
I'm changing my dice.
Where is? Okay, I'm gonna roll well this time because it's, Raceland doing nature.
Okay. I'm gonna give Gwen and Raceland a chance to roll a history check.
No, he's not good at that. Yeah.
Okay, Raceland, to you, they look like big cat people, but they look wrong.
What's wrong with those things? There's something strange about them. I don't like them.
They look like the ones you fought before, like the the half the halfling one that you fought. That's son.
They do
Gwen,
remind me of that one halfling lad, though.
Oh, is this his
just
litter?
wait. Gwen, you look at them, and they do look like they're part Rakshasa. But you remember hearing years ago that on one of the other planes, the Rakshasa used to have a kingdom, and they used to have a race of people called the Zakya that were a lion or a tiger kin race that were not Rakshasa, but they were like a race of people that were like Rakshasa, but not Rakshasa. They had their hands facing the right direction. But they weren't even like lesser Rakshasa, but they were from the same world, but they were like a lower species of them.
Check their hands. Are their hands normal?
Can we see their hands?
You can, and they're all facing the right direction.
They're not AI reverse. Sorry.
I don't think they're Rakshasa. They're Zirkasa or whatever.
Zakya, Zakya.
Sakya.
How Klingon of you.
They're like humanish non-demon cousins.
They were a race that was enslaved by the Rakshasa. They were the ones they used as soldiers and fodder in their wars.
If anything, they're being like forced to do this probably.
What do you think that they'll just stop if we say, we don't want to fight you?
No, but at least take it into account and don't just
So aim for the head and prevent suffering. Understood, Gwen.
that was not where I was going with that.
I'll aim well and true.
I feel like I'm doing this badly.
May your arrow strike true.
Thank you, Saltic. I appreciate the gesture. I'm sorry, Gwen,
Everybody
you
roll
seem...
initiative.
We're rolling initiative.
As they start running towards
Hell
you.
yeah.
Hell yeah, brother. I got a 1. Well, that makes sense. I'm hiding in a bush.
Raceland's also talking to himself.
I'm gonna
Raceland's
use
talking
my
for himself.
vigilant blessing to try that again.
Because Raceland's also on a cliff.
Yeah, I
away from
forgot.
I'm gonna go
I
with
was
that
on
one.
the cliff. That's true. Explains
Okay.
why I'm on a... Sorry.
All right, is everybody in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I guess I should roll for Newig too. All right. All right. We are up. Ali, you are first.
Wait, just to double check. Saltec, what is your dex?
16. 16.
Okay, 16, same. So,
I'll,
okay.
I'll, it, Ali rolled first. You go first.
Okay, I was just double checking if he had a higher dex. That was it. So sorry. Okay, I will cast Spirit Guardians. So
Okay.
I'll do that around me. So that any creature that comes within 15 feet around me will then have to take Wisdom saving throw or suffer Erbadal's Wrath. There we go.
Okay.
I will then flutter a little bit this way. Actually, like right here. And end my turn.
Okay. So do Gwen and Newig and Bodica have to make the save?
No, it's any target I want. It's going to be the
Okay.
any hostile creature that enters this area has
Okay.
to make that wisdom save, or they're slowed by 15 feet and take the damage.
Okay.
Would you mind pinging the spell in the chat just so I can read it?
Yeah, let me see if I can do that. Display. There you go. And it says right there, you can designate any number of creatures you can see to be unaffected by it. So, not letting my allies be affected by it.
So Raceland is not designated because we can't see him.
True.
Just so you know, I'm
Okay.
just noting that Raceland and anybody else who is hiding cannot be designated as protected by it.
Okay.
So is anybody else hiding?
Is Ali in the hut with us, or are we in the
Ali-
hut, or did we take the hut down?
I think we took the hut down because this is in the middle of the night.
Well, yeah, but that's when we
No,
would be in the
we're-
hut.
The hut would still be up.
Oh,
If
okay.
it's in the middle of the night, we're in the hut.
Okay, I
So
misunderstood.
this would have been at like just before daylight breaks, so like 4 in the morning.
Okay.
I don't know if that changes your plan.
That
so
does. I'm sorry. May I take that back?
Yep.
And
instead... I wanted to specify that, so that's...
Gotcha. Okay.
BT Dubs, I don't know who is in the hut with us.
Raceland
assume-
chose not to be in the hut because
So I know
Okay.
Raceland said he was going to stay in the tree.
And that was
Okay.
my bad about chatting as Raceland when I got carried away.
Okay. Ollie will step out of the hut and he will cast. Okay, they're charging us. I'm gonna cast at second level the spiritual weapon. Let me see if I. And then for first level, I'm gonna then use an action to cast Sacred Flame. Well, actually, no, these guys look a little dexy. I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead on this guy.
Okay.
Let me do Toll the Dead first. And you must make a DC 18 save.
Oh well, that would be it.
Dang.
So, no effect then. That's fine.
Game over, man.
Game over. I will then instead cast my... Well, that was my action for the cantrip. I can still cast my spiritual weapon as a bonus, which I shall do right now. Oop, damn it. I hit the unprepared button. Sorry.
What does your weapon look like?
Let's do a traditional sword. And then let me roll the spiritual weapon attack. Same target. 23 to hit.
23 hits for 8 force damage.
Perfect. And then I'm stepping back into the hut. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. All right, Saltek, you are up.
Cool. I will cast Hexblade's Curse on this thing as a bonus action, and then move back within the ghouls and shoot an Eldritch Blast at him as an action.
Are you shooting the tiger?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll for tiger.
Almost a crit.
Dang,
Hmm.
26.
That hits for 12.
Yep.
Okay.
And then the second blast, I will shoot. Oh, sorry. At this minion back here.
Okay. That also hits. What is your alignment?
Neutral.
Okay.
And take 3 off of that. I factored in the Hexblade's Curse damage, and I didn't take it off.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. All right. Boudica, you are up.
So I know that I can't cast spells through the hut, but can I shoot my crossbow through it?
You can stick your hand out with the crossbow and shoot that way.
I will do that. I'll just attack the guy that Ollie has been attacking.
Okay.
Um,
And this is a magical crossbow, right? This is one we gave you.
no, it's just a regular crossbow. It's the mithril one.
Okay.
There's no magic to it.
Okay.
Wait, mithril does count as a magical.
Mithril is a magical item. It's
Yeah.
just not a plus magic item.
Yep.
Oh. For whatever reason, I just have it as a regular crossbow. Wait, what the hell? Um, I'm going to hold my attack. If for whatever reason the dome comes down.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do that.
All right. All right. Big Tiger's turn. He's gonna step forward and let me see if he notices that he does not. And he falls in the hole.
And takes piercing damage.
Yep. What was at the bottom of the hole? What'd you guys put in there?
Spikes.
Okay. Did you poison the spikes, Boudica?
Yes.
What kind of poison?
It's it's just regular poison. It's the basic poison that I got from the spider.
Okay. You hear a yelp, and then it gets quiet in there.
Interesting. Okay.
All right, Gwen, you are up.
Alright, she's gonna poke her head out of the bubble. Okay, I thought maybe the big tiger was in charge. Which one of you is in charge? Do we want to parlay before we just start? Pew pew.
What language are you speaking?
I don't have anything fiendish, so I'm just going with common, I guess.
Okay. They don't seem to pay attention to you.
Nothing. Okay, hide back. Back in the bubble.
All right. Anything else?
I will I guess when I'm outside of the bubble, I will also cast spike growth. I can't see the squares. 5, 10, 15, 20. Like it's like a big. It's a 20-foot radius. Something like that.
It's like double that size. It's a 20-foot radius, so it's 40 feet across.
Yeah, I thought I was.
That's only.
I can't see the squares. Okay, I had it zoomed like too far out.
I guess that is right. Okay, where did you want to put it?
Back between us and them.
Like right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just be like, stop, don't come closer. Even though they didn't understand me anyways.
All right. It is their turn. She's 30. That one's gonna take the damage. Roll the damage on that.
Sure.
7. Okay. He's gonna take the damage, and he'll say something in Infernal. Does anybody speak Infernal?
I do.
He says spikes, and he's gonna back up, and cautiously go this way because he knows those guys didn't take damage. These guys are going to give it a wide berth. They're going to attack the tent
And fall in the pit.
one of them dodges out of the way, one of them does fall in the pit. Takes 23 points, the one that's already been attacked, pokey damage and poison damage. All right. And this one's going to continue to head that direction. New Wing is up. And he is... he's gonna look at the one that's getting close to, or see this one over here that dodged the pit and be like, he's getting too close. Let me take care of this one for you. He steps out and he strubs and he goes, burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno.
That's kind of
Disco
scary.
Inferno.
And he casts Heat Metal at 5th level.
Oh my gosh.
Is it at the one with the studded nipples?
That's
Yes,
evil.
it is. And that's where he casts it. And
Right
then
on the
he,
studded nipples.
and
Oh
then
my
he
God.
looks at you and says, salty baby, you got this, and gives you a bardic inspiration and then steps back inside the hut.
All I can
Nice.
see is a man talking sultry while like this weird smoking corpse is.
His nipple piercing just get white hot and fall off.
Yeah.
So they get a con save. And it fails, so it takes 12 points of heat damage, and it will continue to take the 5d8 every turn on the start of its turn.
Thing.
All right. And Raceland, you're up.
Does anyone know I'm around?
No.
I'll attack this guy here.
In the
Not
middle?
being well. Going.
Okay.
With my longbow, +1.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use the sharpshooter, so -5. And it's advantage with the elvish accuracy.
Okay. And what is your alignment?
I am neutral, or I'm good chaotic.
Okay. And roll your damage. So 24 total?
Yeah.
All right. Saltek, You can see clearer. Make a perception check. Yeah, you see his arrow just burn a hole through that guy.
Through this guy that he shot.
Yeah.
Damn.
Is that the one he shot, or did he shoot the one in the middle?
Or
I shot the one in the middle. I'm
okay.
gonna throw a
It-
dagger at the one here, if possible.
The one he shot, it looks like he shot it with a laser. There's literally a hole in his chest where the arrow hit.
Damn. Well, too bad I'm not a good guy. I can't insta kill them.
So then he's gonna throw at. Does he
Alright.
still have advantage, or does he not have advantage anymore?
You lose your advantage after your first attack
Okay.
for the stealth.
So we'll take the sneak attack off. I think he's still gonna try for. Yeah, he'll try for the sharpshooter with the throwing dagger with his bonus action.
Okay.
That's Wow.
Okay.
20? Does
Roll to
20
hit.
hit?
Roll to hit, or roll damage.
So it'd be 12.
Okay. You throw the dagger and it hits him in the neck, and it is just enough to kill that one. No, sorry, that is not. Nope, I was looking at the wrong one. Never mind.
So it's still alive?
Yeah.
Okay.
That one hadn't been hit at all. So
Yeah. Why? That will be my turn. I'll just stay in the bush.
yeah, I'm like, why did that one only have 10 hit points? But that was the tiger. All right. I am gonna pause because the baby has been screaming for the last 20 minutes, so I'm gonna go relieve the wife. So we will pick this up next week and see if there are any more surprises that these creatures have for you.
Dun,
Right on.
dun, dun.
Dang it.
But yes, it looks like good creatures have an advantage against these things. So it seems.
Awesome.
So
All right.
we will pick up from there.
Have a good one then, everyone.
All right.
You
We'll
too.
see you guys next week.
Thanks.